To join NiP means so much. Follow the club for a while now, and yeah, of course, like one of the biggest esports organizations in the whole world. So to be the first FIFA player that they have is such a big achievement for me, and I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm 18 years old. I'm living in a small town called Borås from Sweden, and my name is Olle Arbin. I started playing competitively in FIFA 17, so 3 years ago I started grinding the game a bit more. And since then I just loved to compete at the highest level. This year has actually been my breakout year. I'm currently 5th in the world rankings. So.
We have a very good core of games in Counter-Strike, Dota, Rainbow Six, but we wanted to add a game which has a little bit of a more mainstream appeal. All the games we have now is very team-oriented in terms of having squads competing in the game. So for us, we wanted to start exploring having a single-player game that we potentially could build out over time to be more of a squad-like title. In terms of FIFA, the FIFA scene is extremely exciting. Everyone has a relationship to FIFA. Most people have played FIFA. FIFA can easily relate to our real-world activity, which is football, which makes the content creation very exciting, very flexible and accessible. And that mainstream appeal to us was one of the key decision drivers to entering FIFA from an organizational perspective. I feel that it fits very well with the games that we have today in terms of being very different to the games we have today. And in order to broaden and expand an IP, it was one of those decisions which was fairly easy.
My preferred platform is Xbox, and that's basically because I started playing Xbox. My grandpa got me an Xbox when I was like 14, I think, or something, so I started playing on that console. So for me, it's not that a big of a difference, because last year I competed on PS4, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable with both the controllers. And I'm actually playing 60 games a week in League, which is 30 games on Xbox and 30 games on PS4. So I try to balance it, so be comfortable with both, yeah.
When entering a new game and with the legacy NiP has as an origin coming from Sweden, we wanted to primarily focus on finding a European player. Now the stars aligned and we found one of the most promising up-and-coming players in the scene, which is 18 years old. He happens to be Swedish. He has been doing extremely well competitively, and there's also a lot of talent to develop from a competitive aspect and also from a brand perspective. So picking up him, he just ticked all the right boxes that we had in implementing him to the organization. Also, when recruiting him, what was very important is that we found a person that we connected to, and that was really the main driver as to why we picked him up. At the end of the day, we think that he can be one of the largest superstars within FIFA.
To balance everything is pretty hard because I'm still in school, 3rd grade, have like 4 months left of school. So school is like the main priority now, but to be honest, I'm playing a lot of FIFA too, and still have exercises like football outside of my regular life. So I think it's also important to have like some physical activity. So football is the perfect one for me. Biggest achievement is definitely winning the Champions Cup 3 in Atlanta, which I won 3 weeks ago, which is the biggest competition in the whole FIFA world. So be crowned as the best in the world at that tournament was such a fantastic moment for me.
The man from Sweden, he is going to do it. Ollelito, here we go again. My, can anybody beat you? Not the dancing queen, but the FIFA king on the stage. He is your cross-cultural champion here at Pyjamas Cup in Atlanta. He gets the business done.
My expectations for him is to grow. Yes, he's on a very high competitive level. His brand is still not that big. He's just one of those breakthrough players. So we are going to be focusing a lot of time on getting a proper infrastructure working around him, where he hopefully can prosper and develop further. I do expect him to do very well competitively. He has won the recent tournament that has been in FIFA and placing very well. So I do not see any reason to why that should not continue. But for us, it is now to take this unmolded diamond and molding it to becoming one of the largest FIFA players there is in the world.
Personally, is to grow as a person and be bigger on the streaming platform, which is Twitch now. And of course, professionally in FIFA to make the World Cup, which includes that you're going to be top 16.
Nej! Aldrig i hela mitt liv!
The upcoming weeks is pretty important because next Friday there is the biggest tournament for now, the Pyjamas Cup 4 in Paris, where I will be representing NiP for my first tournament and their first also. So much grinding this upcoming weekend to feel comfortable for Paris, and yeah, try to do my best and hopefully bring the trophy home.